Good morning. Thanks for getting to the office before 10 a.m. I only had time for one latte, and Jesus, talk about hardship. It's come to the attention of SRC's executive committee that our financial turnover is not as impressive as it should be. The world has never seen more conflict, bloodshed, turmoil, and suffering. Where then, I ask you, is headquarters cut of the action?
I'm afraid the situation is bad. If we don't find a way to sack more admin fees out of donors and more donations from the public, we'll have to make serious cutbacks.
You mean we'll have to help fewer people?
Actually, sir, I was referring more to a reduction in the budget for perks for HQ staff. The good stuff.
The good stuff. You mean no more cake and croissants for the strategy sessions? We'll have to pay for our own drinks at office parties? No more fancy hotels?
Look, I enjoy a good glass of celebratory champagne at 10 a.m. as much as my more senior colleagues.
Talk to me,
But
not my extended family.
we need to face the fact that our toolbox of buzzwords isn't working. We describe ourselves as agile and sustainable, but as more auditors actually do their job, our real overhead costs are exposed as being in the double digits, much higher than the 7% we claim.
Numbers, eh? Well, here's a number for you. 5. Out of 500 NGOs, we're number 5 in the world. That's the top 10%. That means quality. Quality of our activities in the fields, our livelihoods and awareness projects are second to none. We're Scandinavian. Getting results is in our DNA. Last year we had 300,000 beneficiaries. Isn't that a big number?
Yes, sir, it is a big number, but beneficiary counts say nothing about quality or effectiveness. Our beneficiaries aren't customers exercising choice in a free market. We targeted them, not the other way around. They are by definition people with no alternatives.
Well, if no one else dares to say it, I will. We suck a big one. Almost as bad as the UN.
The UN? Fine. Perhaps our new communications director has some ideas. Put him on the screen.
My years of private sector experience tell me SRC needs to get a new logo. That's what got everyone talking about Oxfam. Or was that Haiti?
Right. Sorry about him. Friend of the chairwoman. She got him the job, you know. Speaking of whom, get her on Skype.
En sommar som i minnet bara finns. En ljummen kväll i jul.
Jävlar.
Sir, I think it's time we got the opinion of one of our regional directors.
Totally agree. Insight from the field.
Right. Bob, get to Geneva and put François Xavier in the loop.
I'm going, but don't expect any miracles. Regionalization brings management closer to the field, my tuchus. Francois Xavier, thanks for coming. Have a seat here. I see you were admiring my giant snow penis. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking I just made that to pass the time while I was waiting. But nothing could be further from the truth.
Well, why did you make it?
Actually, I'd like it to serve as a metaphor and the framework for our discussion here today. You see, an international NGO is a lot like a cock. It only does anybody any good when it's big. With NGOs, just like with cocks, the bigger one is, the more opportunities for it to pounce on. And just like blood makes a cock stand nice and tall and realize its true potential, donor funding allows an NGO to increase its turnover. Unfortunately for SRC right now, the growth part, it's not working out so well.
But we are the favorite of the donors.
Don't play coy with me. You remember your last letter from Echo?
Dear Scandinavian Rescue Charter, it is with sadness and sense of duty that we must inform you of our most recent findings here in Bruxelles. Our most recent audit uncovered glaring examples of procedural non-compliance and missing vouchers to the tune of 5 million euro. But we are happy to hear your best counter-offer. Maybe we can give you a discount. On the other hand, in many of your projects, you've achieved only 50% of your targets. Sorry, but we're not the glass half full type when it comes to public money to do public good. On a positive note, your most successful livelihoods project seems to be your headquarters. Perhaps you could export the gravy train to other developing countries in the spirit of localisation. As we say in French, vous vous foutez de nos gueules? We believe this translates roughly to "Are you fucking yourselves with our faces?" Sincerely, Monsieur Georges Abitbol. P.S. You suck a big one, almost as bad as the UN.
Don't look so glum, kid. I have the solution. SRC needs to position itself in the nexus. Have you ever heard of the nexus?
The lap dance bar in Bangkok?
No, the nexus is a sector buzzword. Repeating it ad nauseum is guaranteed to fill our funding pipeline until another sexier concept comes along. Don't worry, I've taken money that could have been spent saving lives, and instead I hired a global nexus advisor to help you. In the meantime, just try to pretend you know and care about programming. And remember, if you get into any trouble at all, just click your heels together 3 times and say, "There's no place like the Nexus. There's no place like the Nexus. There is no place like the Nexus. There's no place like the Nexus. There is no place like the Nexus."
Breaking news from the NGO world this evening. For more, let's go to NBC's Robbie Childers in Erbil, Iraq.
That's right, Brian. The international aid world is reeling from the news that Scandinavian Rescue Charter, one of the most solid brands in the history of do-gooding, has slipped from its coveted position among the world's top 5 NGOs. My sources indicate that it, quote, sucks a big one, almost as bad as the UN.
We're getting fucked here, Neil. You need to get the chairwoman on the phone now.
Well, you know she's been working from home, but I'll try. Ta nå telefonen, da.
You can really take us to the Nexus?
Definitely, I can take us to the Nexus.
Super! Then you are in charge of our strategic direction. Mon Dieu! Don't you ever do that without first showing me a robust theory of change. Do you understand me?
Theory of change, of course. Stakeholders. Definitely got a map to stakeholders. I'm an excellent mapper. I'm an excellent mapper.
Yes, okay, c'est bon là.
Check your assumptions. I'm an excellent
We have
mapper.
understood. You attended a webinar on theory of change. Congratulations on becoming an expert.
I'm an excellent mapper. I'm an excellent mapper.
Mais putain, je suis le directeur régional. On en a marre. Listen to me. Donors don't care that you think SRC could be doing more to support life-saving operations in the field. We have a bigger problem. We've lost our top ranking on the list of top 500 NGOs.
Alright, I'm sorry to hear that, mate. That might mean a bit of downsizing.
It's not the moment for this.
If we're under pressure, we can't cut programming to fund 10% of your massive director salary on top of HQ's 7%.
This is not the mindset that will give us a strategic position in the NGO world.
We're just chasing growth at the expense of our own principles.
No postcard for you from the Nexus.
Triple nexus, definitely triple, not double nexus. Humanitarian, development, peace and security, definitely triple. Of course, I know how to get there. It's all a matter
What
of
do you have
change.
there?
Definitely theory of change. I
Let
want
me
to
see
get
that.
there, definitely. Want to be in the triple nexus. That's why donor focus. Definitely donor focus.
Oh really? This is what
Yeah,
we pay you
definitely.
the big dollar for, Mr.
Yeah.
Global Nexus Advisor?
Focus.
Con. L'addition, s'il vous plaît. There is no place like the Nexus. There's no place like the Nexus. There is no place like the Nexus.
So what has actually made this collaboration work? What is it that all of a sudden
Where are we? Why am I wearing a dress?
Well, it's probably best explained in the song. We have traveled to the nexus. That's why you have changed sexes. You gender mainstream now. You will be cashing in on donor silly fashions the best way we know how. We will hastily copy paste in mindless greedy haste, hiding costs disallowed.
With a few buzzword add-ins, we'll be swimming in the admin that makes our HQ proud.
Oh, I could tell you why the sector model so much. The ones in charge have lost all human touch. The bottom line is all they judge. They have built their careers, covering their arrears in the humanitarian shroud. It's as if they took an oath to care only about growth, just like the Wall Street crowd.
Wow, you have a real commercial acumen. But you're losing some hair here. You'll never impress the decision makers in HQ without a stuffed shirt.
But you mean you think I've earned a position at HQ?
Yes, and I think we should head there right now. We'll just follow this yellow brick road.
Definitely not a yellow brick road. It's an impact pathway. Definitely an impact pathway. Of course, we definitely paved it with gold.
Well, of course it's paved with gold. What else is flexible ministry funding for?